another one.
ISTQB exam. Hi, I wanted to ask, is an ISTQB exam enough to get an entry level job? Don would like this one too. I'm asking because I can't really afford a full degree right now. I also have some prior experience being a freelance tester. On a side note, I'm looking for some resources to learn. Are Udemy courses worth it? Well, as you saw, I just recommended to my good buddy J Dubs that I recommend him a Udemy course. So I would definitely recommend a Udemy course as well, um, so that you can get started. Not started, but to get more familiar with QA. You said you have some freelance tester experience. I'm not really sure what that means. But to answer your main question, I am going to say that 5 minutes on the clock, that the ISTQB is definitely not, I repeat, it is not enough to get an entry level job. Why do I say it's not enough? Because, well, I'll say this, right? For all the years that I have been interviewing for QA and stuff like that, I have never looked if someone was ISTQB certified. I've never, like, I think I've seen probably on one or two applications or job postings that like ISTQB was required or preferred or something like that. Usually, what I see, if a company wants you to get ISTQB certified, they will pay for it. ISTQB is not, from what I've seen, right? It doesn't teach you how to do QA. It's more a test to ask you questions about if you know how to do QA. But it's not going to take you across the finishing line to get a job, especially entry level job. I also believe that there's not really any more entry level QA jobs unless you are coming out of college and and a company is going to pretty much bring you in at a pretty much entry level position where the other QA engineers, QA testers are going to help you build up. Because a lot of times, like from what I see, right, the entry level QA jobs are they're kind of reserved for college graduates, right? So who graduated in computer science and they don't know anything about QA, but they're going, like, the company is going to help them learn and stuff like that. So I like it's ISTQB is not gonna it's not going to secure an entry level job. Usually I see ISTQB required for like government contracting type positions. Like if a company is a government contractor, the government kind of require, like, they like to have ISTQB because they don't know anything about QA, so they think that's going to be the standard and that's going to make you a better QA. So I would say that I would definitely say try to build some more freelance experience as a tester. Also, I would say that you want to, with that freelance experience as a tester, you also want to build a QA portfolio. Continue to like, I don't know if you do automation yet, but you definitely want to get started in automation. That is going to be a huge key because if you try to go into like just for manual testing, it's going to be super hard for you to land that position because you need to separate yourself, right? A lot of these boot camps, they're going out there and they're saying, oh, make XYZ amount as a manual tester, but they are flooding the market, and it's not for me, from what I see at least. There's not many positions. We've done it on live stream before where we look for manual testing positions, and it's so hard to find. Everything is requiring automation, so go learn automation, and you need to do it good. You need to create some projects, build your portfolio, build your GitHub, write some defects and stuff like that. A lot of people, like, I think people they're addicted to certifications, right? They just want to get certification after certification. Certifications can be useful, but they need to be in the right place, right? If you just think that you're going to get a certification and then that's going to be the end all be all, you're going to be sadly mistaken because Having a certification just means you know how to take a test. It doesn't, and to pass a test, you might be a great test taker, but you don't have any practical knowledge or experience. I told this story in the past, like where I asked people who are very into the ISTQB certification. I'm like, all right, here's a practical question. How would you test this? And then they have a hard time answering how they would actually do the practical implementation. They get a very theoretical answer, and it's like, okay, cool. What's the steps you take? And then they have trouble with that. So I would say you need to build up that practical knowledge. As you see on all the different live streams that we do here, we try different softwares. You need to make your resume impressive, and you need to have talking points so that in the interview you can actually talk about the things that you know, and you need to be able to ask great questions in your interviews as well. So if you want to level up your resume, you want to level up your interview taking skills, you want to level up the question that you ask in the interview, then you definitely want to check out the Patreon at www.techcoachralph.dev so you can, make it a little bit easier for you than so that level up your skills. All right. So that is what I would say. The ISTQB is not really going to help. Is it going to hurt? It's definitely not going to hurt, but you can do better by checking out the coding challenges at Chaos Camp. You can build your QA portfolio. You can practice. Don't be like Allen Iverson, be like, practice. We're talking about practice. Yes, we were talking about practice. You need to level up. So that's my thought on that.
If you enjoyed the fascinating information shared in this video and you want more, be sure to hit the subscribe button to Tech Coach Ralph to be notified for new videos.